TikToker, activist, and all those things. He's a heck of a boxer. I expect him to come, just like Oscar said, he's coming to try to spoil the night on April the 20th, but we're prepared. Devin is a constant professional. He didn't let none of the bullshit, none of the antics disturb him. We've had a great camp up until thus far, and he's gonna punish him on April 20th for all this bullshit that him and his family been doing.
Yeah, Ryan said recently that you and Devin became Muslims for clout. That's what it looks like to him. How do you feel about him judging your...
Listen, Allah chooses who he wants to be Muslim. I don't know how many Muslims in here, you know what I mean, but if it's ever put on your mind or anything, it's Allah touching you. It's not any man or any woman, any cloud or anything like that. Allah makes Muslims, not men.
Yeah, Ryan shook Devin's hand at the press conference and apologized for dissing his religion. So why do you think he went back and re-dissed y'all, if that's a word?
Because it's the best thing that he can do to try to get a real professional off of his game. Because when it comes to matching skill for skill, work ethic for work ethic, Ryan is a clown in comparison to Devin. We haven't took a break. He hasn't had any kind of breakdowns of any kind of sort. So what else could you resort to try to get him off his game, other than politics and religion? Two of the things that we as people always argue about, and it will disturb you the most is someone's view on your religion or your political stance.
Hey Bill, here in the back, I don't know if you were what's up, brother?
Hey,
I don't know if you were asked this, I came in late, but what do you make of the stuff Ryan posted today on Twitter and the back and forth he was having with Devin maybe an hour and a half ago?
Like I said, Ryan's whole game is to be a distraction. I think that he's King Distraction right now instead of King Ryan, and he thinks that that's going to either bring attention or relax us, so to speak. You don't get to be a 12 or 15-time amateur champion on an accident. You don't actually beat Devin Haney 3 times in an amateur and be an accident. He's a real fighter. He's going to come to fight. He has an arsenal, and one particular weapon he has is a goodnight Irene left hook that can put anybody to sleep. So we take him very, very serious. And come April 20th, he's going to be battered and bruised and beat up, and you know what I mean. And he's saying that I'm going to stop it. We're going to have to look for Henry or his wife to get in the ring to stop it. That's how I look at it.
Is he getting annoying at all?
Initially, I think initially I was slightly irritated by it, and I think that as we keep seeing more and more antics, I was more so irritated to the point that I didn't know whether to be sympathetic for him or to, bash him publicly. You know what I mean? As time went on, I choose bash him publicly. He's a fraud. He's faking. He's not who he's saying he is. He's not going through all those things. You know what I mean? He's just trying to be a distraction to the fight, and it's not working. Come April 20th, he's gonna be beat up and bloody.
Hey, in the face-off, Devin mentioned that Ryan initially beat him by jumping out on him. Devin said he made the adjustment in the next fight. Ryan was like, yeah, you did. Yeah. And I remember you saying in the press conference, Ryan, are you going to come forward? Are you going to come forward? Is that what you expect him to do? And how much has Ryan improved or changed since the amateurs, since you've seen him in the 6 fights?
Well, I think when he, on his interview or his video, he counted out 5 fights. He said 2 and then 1, and then he left out that last one that we beat him as well. So I think Devin has also said that the early on fights when he didn't have as much of the experience, Ryan won, and then the later fights, Devin won. But that doesn't take anything away from on April 20th. Devin has to be on his P's and Q's and, be very sure of himself, but also be aware of his surroundings because Ryan has a neutralizer.
I'm just curious.